What's up, y'all? Hope y'all doing well. We are back on Most Wanted Online. And where's Plat Graphics? Well, Plat Graphics is gonna be back. I just was playing on a different computer and just did not have the game installed, the mod installed. So we are in vanilla mode. And I gotta say, vanilla, I was actually trying to test out the Xbox 360 stuff, except it just wasn't working for me at all. The game was freezing out of nowhere. I gotta say, vanilla ain't too bad. Something about the charm. The charm of how everything looks. Now, one thing I did do is that I removed the motion blur, because motion blur makes the game look terrible. Like, honestly, motion blur, I don't even know why that's even a thing. And to those who played the game with that much motion blur, salute to you, because it ruins the entire game in my opinion. Devs just went too crazy with it. So we are driving the 911 GT2. So I actually had an issue in which when I tried to customize the car, the game would freeze up. So that's why this thing is stock. And man, what on earth did I just do there? That jump is something else. We are on the racing server, however, we're not racing with people. I'm just driving around doing whatever. Was trying to get into a lobby with people, however, people just were not interested in racing. So here we are, just driving this 911 GT2. And I gotta say, this is a pretty nice car to drive. It's not insane. Compared to the NSX and the Miata and the Jag, it's way slower than those cars. However, it's nice and planted, and it's such a cool looking car. 996 911s are now being looked at more favorably, because for the longest time people hated these, and what resulted is that this car is going up in value. Of course it does, because it's one of those cars where 20-30 years down the line people are like, wait, that's actually a cool car. Probably because one person said it was cool, so everyone just said it was cool. But I actually had a soft spot for 911, 996. Not to say I'm necessarily a fan of it, but because of the fact I owned some die-cast, I forgot which one it was. It wasn't nothing fancy. It was like some cheap die-cast models of a 996 Carrera that I do have a soft spot for a 996. And I feel like the 996 definitely became more desirable because it is one of the cheapest 911s you can get. And by affordable, I really mean just getting enough money to get the money to buy the car up front, and then after that, good luck with repairs and stuff. But yes, the 996 is now desirable. Now this GT2 was probably always desirable, however 996 is on its redemption arc. Cars that are beloved. This one? Is this Aston Martin DBR9 one of those desirable cars? I don't really know, and wow, that was a near miss. That was pretty cool right there. The DBR9 was for sure a WUGG favorite for a while because it was basically a C6R that was easier to control. Now, I don't know how the WUGG tuning is now. I'm pretty sure the C6R might be a little faster, and what is going on here? I am so confused. Alright, there, we just had a situation where a Supra was going through the ground and the Aston had to help it up. Now what am I going to do with this car? I'm going to absolutely destroy it. Why am I destroying it? I have no idea. I was in this game session and I was just doing whatever. I literally got the 996, then I got this DBR9, and this is what happens when you can't get an online race. You decide to do dumb things like this, race out the car, and try to get back into a race, but looks like Someone didn't appreciate it. Man said to ram me out of the way. Nah, that was a mistake, but I understand your sentiment, man. The car looks terrible. It really does. It just looks like an AI car. Speaking of AI cars, we're gonna race with some more AI. Because why not? Mainly because of the fact that I'm on the racing server, but as of right now, people don't want to race, they just want to chill. Which is pretty cool. It's nice to see the racing server actually have players in free roam, because I assumed the racing server was just for racing strictly. Like, there was really no free roam or anything. So this is pretty awesome. I've been in the racing server probably 2 or 3 times, and I actually had good experiences in them. I was actually able to find races, and also people were just cruising around with me, which is pretty cool. Just driving through the bus station with a DBR9, not a big deal, just a race car. There's nothing special about it, you know? But this car feels nice. It actually feels kind of similar to how I remember it on WUGG, in terms of it being grippy. It's very responsive. It doesn't have any resistance. It doesn't slide around, slide about, whatever you want to call it. It's solid. It's a solid car. It's definitely lighter than 996. 996 was also a planted car, however, it was heavier. This car, on the other hand, yeah, it's awesome. It's a solid, awesome car to drive. And if you don't race it out like mine, it also looks very nice. And just like that, oh, that's a cool snapshot. And just like that, I just randomly did a play session on the MWO racing server without racing online. Hopefully next time it's a little different, but that's gonna be it for today. Thanks for watching. Hope you all have a good one. Peace.